2001 Nautique 210. This boat sitting in red and black. Gel coat looks amazing. Spent some time buffing on it, and it is looking glassy. Really pretty. One of the cooler color schemes I've seen on an 01. It sits on a 2016 Phoenix trailer, custom made for the 210. It's not perfectly color matched, unfortunately, but trust me, it's a heck of a lot better trailer than what this thing would have been sitting on from when it was brand new. Obviously a tandem axle. It's got brand new tires. We did paint the fenders black to match the boat a little bit better. I think it looks sharp. But yeah, it's a really sharp looking 210. It's got a black flight control tower with flight clips. Has a bimini top with the red stripe down the middle, and a pair of Roswell 6x9 horn driver speakers up top. You can see those peeking out. It does have an 0405 Nautique graphic on it. And then we have the Nautique 210 graphics on the corner back here. Teak platform. Cool upgrade that's been done to it was adding the surf exhaust. So this thing's gonna run nice and quiet, and if you want to surf, you're not gonna get all the exhaust fumes hitting you in the face. Has black Chromax Nautique logo on the back. Also, the teak platform looks really nice. Walking around, gel coat looks amazing. The red really pops on this, not a bit of fading. Looked really good when we got it, but I think our detail crew got it looking really, really nice. Super shiny. It does have a black pinstripe where the red meets the black gel coat. The graphics are in great shape. You're not really gonna see a ding in this side. We'll double check the other side. To point out any like scratches or blemishes, there's not much to see. The rub rail's in great shape. The hull is in great shape. The only thing, I mean, you're gonna see this on every boat, but there are some scrapes from the bunks coming in onto the trailer. As we walk around the front, you got your nav light and lift ring up here in the bow. I'm trying to look really close and see if I see anything, but we're looking really nice. Gas caps over here. Does have a cleat on either side by the windshield. Your Nautique graphic on this side looks really, really good. Do have a small nick right there, but that appears to be about it. Real nitpicky, but there's a mark in the rub rail right there. Rear vents in black. Those have probably been painted at one point. We didn't do it, but those look nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Underneath, does have dual speedo pickups. Does have a perfect pass system. So yeah, step back one more time before we hop on into the interior. Sharp setup. All right. Pop my shoes off real fast. We'll jump inside. Okay. On the back, it does have, well, if I can get my finger under it, there we go. Light port for your anchor light. And checking out the interior. The interior was replaced sometime within the last few years. I don't know how long ago it was replaced, but it's a non-factory interior, but it does match the boat nicely. It looks pretty close to factory. But again, it's not a factory interior on the inside of this 210. Obviously, gray with black and red accents and a mix of black piping like you see here, and then red piping through the interior. The sun pad is in great shape. No rips or tears or anything of that nature. And let's go ahead and step inside where we see our gray carpet on the floor. It's not in, oh, get my feet out of the way. It's not in perfect shape. You do have a little tear or whatever you want to call it right there. But before we jump through the rest of the interior, let's check out the back. So on this gunnel, you're gonna have a few little scratches here and there, but nothing major, nothing really down into the gel, but this is a high traffic area. Got one right there. Your seat back along the rear part of the boat looks pretty good. You are gonna see a couple little bits of mildew down between this seat right here and below the speaker, as well as here in the white between this seat and this seat right here. This rear seat pad here is gonna have a couple little wrinkles and a couple cracks here on the piping. Carpet's a little worn along this edge. This is an exposed edge. Let me reach in here and pop this out, but a little bit of storage there, as you can see. Rear seat has this flip up panel that gets down into like the V-drive area. This seat opens up. You've got a little bit of storage underneath. Let's go open up the rear locker. So starboard side, we just have the cover in here. This is a tower down cover. So you gotta fold the tower down forwards to use that. There we go, friction hinge on there. But this does have a little bit of upgraded ballast. I think these are, so I don't know the exact size on those, but pretty big fly high bags in the back here. And it's been upgraded with ballast puppy ballast pumps to fill and drain those a little bit quicker. It's a dual battery setup, so you got a battery there, battery there. Let's take a look at the motor. This is a PCM 5.8 liter HO, also known as the GT40. Relatively bulletproof engine, known to be super reliable, makes good power, and yeah, let's keep up with maintenance. These things run forever. It's freshly serviced, fluids, filters, impeller, runs super strong. 600 and, oh my gosh, I just looked at the hour meter. I'll put that in the video or in the description. 600 and some odd hours on the motor. Seat cushions, all your side panels, looking pretty good. Jump seat here, flip that open, you're gonna see a kicker sub. There's our light for the anchor light, just kind of hanging out underneath. Do have ski locker storage. Some of the paint and stuff around these pieces is starting to peel up a little bit. Also back here on your ski pylon, starting to chip and peel a little bit too. Just looking at the interior a little bit closer. There's a little split here on the edge. That's just fuzz, but a little split right there. Nothing crazy. There's a little bit of a stain right here. Carpet, it's got a little nick in that corner piece. The driver's seat looks really good. No damage or anything on that. If you look over on the side, it does have a Clarion head unit, CD player, AM, FM. Open up the glove box real quick. Got storage down underneath, some odds and ends stuff under there. But yeah, come over to the dash. Instrumentation, it's got perfect pass. It does have the gauge upgrade. If you're familiar with this era of Nautique, you know that oftentimes the original gauges go out, and this has happened on this boat, and they've been replaced. So your hour meter here does not read properly. Your hour meter in the perfect pass does. So again, that's 600 and some hours. I again forget what it said earlier. Fuel gauge, voltage, got fill and drain on your ballast, but this has been bypassed with these switches over here. So you're gonna have a fill and drain for those rear ones. This doesn't have a belly tank, but I don't know why it has a center fill. I don't know if this panel all came together or something like that, but this is not hooked up to anything. These are your fill and drain for the rear bags in the boat. The reason I'm not powering the thing up all the way is because we're going to put a new keypad in here. So I'm filming this without powering the boat all the way up. Let's check out our photos on our listing. I've got photos of the hours and everything on there, but this will have a new keypad. The start button's starting to get a little finicky, or the stop button's starting to get a little finicky. Up in the bow, everything's looking great. Seats, bow filler cushion, everything are in good shape. There's storage up underneath there. You do have a mirror up here on the windshield. And, oh, down here, you do have these gauges. These aren't gonna work anymore because the hard tanks have been pulled out of this boat. So those are a moot point, but I did recall the air water temp popping up. I don't believe the depth sounder works. Otherwise, everything's looking good on here. Pretty sharp boat overall. A closer look at these tower speakers before I sign off. It's gonna have that silver metal flake paint with the white. Definitely a little nicer than what you would have seen on this boat if it even had speakers to begin with. But yeah, nice stereo upgrade to this thing. But yeah, pretty much it on the 210. If you have questions, give us a call. N3 Boatworks, 317-845-9253. Check this listing out at n3boatworks.com, or simply come check it out in the shop. Thanks for watching.